Yes, yes, yes. We're back. We're back, guys. We are back, guys. As you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. It is Freestyle Friday. Hakeem Jordan, what's cracking like? What's cracking like? What's cracking like on this Friday evening?
No, we good.
Hey, we good over here
Jordan,
too,
you looking
man.
back? I was just making
It's
sure. But go ahead.
yeah, hey man, we good over here. It's Freestyle Friday, man. The weekend is here, so we about to have some fun. So let's go, let's get it.
Yeah, now that, but shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us right now on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Freestyle Friday. Go ahead, Jordan. I know this is breaking news when it comes to aspect of sports. What's happening when it comes to sports, big dog?
Let's talk about it. So we got breaking news coming out today, coming out from San Antonio. So we found out that Greg Popovich, he was thinking about, coming to return as a head coach, but he had decided after about 29 years of coaching, he decided to step down effective immediately as a head coach, and he would transition himself as a team president. Remember early last November, he suffered a stroke, and he was recovering from that, and he did want to coach, but he decided, with how the NBA sees attacks, especially with the NBA at his age, he decided to step down and be team president. So go ahead, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
We've got breaking news out of the NBA. Greg Popovich will no longer serve as the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs. Popovich suffered a stroke back in November, which is the last time he appeared on the Spurs bench. The 76-year-old Popovich will reportedly move from the bench to the front office in a full-time role as team president. It closes the book on Popovich's iconic coaching career in San Antonio that include 5 NBA titles since he first took the reins in San Antonio back in 1996. We've got breaking news out of the NBA. Greg Popovich will no longer serve as the head coach of the.
Yeah, man. So you guys don't know, Greg Popovich, he won 5 championships, with the Spurs, all with Tim Duncan. He's, coached from Kawhi Leonard to David Robinson, Tony Parker, and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, man. So this is some big news coming out from the NBA. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take, Greg Popovich, after 29 years of coaching? He's finally stepping down.
No, but shout out to the great Coach Pop. Coach Pop is very people very well know him for being with the Dynamite team, Tim Duncan. You already know Paul, all of them, Paul Walker, all of them. That he was just Coach Kawhi. Like he coached a lot of people, a lot of great people that still, Kawhi is still in the NBA, but Tim Duncan and also Parker, retired. But Coach Parker did a lot of great things. But the thing about Coach Parker, people trying to realize he's not leaving the Spurs completely. He's still gonna be a part of the organization. So when he's still part of the organization, it's still gonna have more great players that's gonna come into the team, and it's gonna be it's still gonna remain the same. That's still a legendary team. But shout out to Coach Pop. He did a major down 5-time NBA champ. Go ahead, Mike.
His granddad should have been retired. What you still out there on the court for?
He loves the game.
And I get it. And just like as you commended, greatest coach we've ever seen. Won 5 titles. We've seen him coach some of the generational talent. Generational. Kawhi, Tim Duncan, who is quietly one of the best players who's ever touched the ring. And he doesn't get his notoriety because he's quiet. And Pop doesn't get his notoriety because he's not talking too much. But when you're at that age and you've been through those type of health scares, it's just about time just to relax and enjoy the rest of your days. And I want to say, because his wife had not too long ago passed away in 2018. So still devoting 20, 40 something years in your life. It's just enjoy the grandkids and keep it moving.
Yeah, man. I'm with you, Hakeem. It was about time, you know. You like I said, ever since you drafted Tim Duncan, you know, San Antonio Spurs was a very known franchise, you know, all the way from 1998 all the way to 2015 once Kawhi Leonard left and everything. So, you know, he coaches the greatest big men as Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and also he's going to coach Wemby. I mean, if I had Wemby, I would have stayed too, but you know, luckily he's at the age where, you know, he had that health scare, having a stroke, and he probably couldn't do it anymore. So when it comes to, you know, like I said, he's still gonna be in the organization. He's still gonna be the team president. So he's still gonna be moving some things, you know, when it comes to the drafting and signing players as well. But hey, man, Greg Popovich is definitely one of the best coaches we ever seen, man. And God bless you, Greg Popovich, man. And you know, continue what you need to do. Continue what you need to do with San Antonio Spurs, and just make sure you get more pieces of Wembanyama, and maybe they win a championship in the next 3 to 4 years.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell right hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody who's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Freestyle Friday. Moving along to hip-hop. Jordan, what's happening when it comes to the aspect of hip-hop, big dog?
Let's talk about Jim Jones. So I don't know if you guys don't know. You guys, you know, Kanye West, you know, went off on Jim Jones about a rant, and Jim Jones finally responded a couple of days ago on Angela Lee's show about, you know, him was about you know, some money, and also that Kanye West did want to fight Jim Jones. So go ahead, play the clip of Jim Jones, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Screws loose and shit like that. You know, obviously from the things that he's been talking about, I do see that he needs attention. Like, he seems to want the most attention in the world. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If he's not the person that's talked about, then he's talking about everybody else so people can talk about him. You know what I mean? Like, he wants to be, from what I can see, is the most famous person in the universe of all time.
I feel like he's always said that.
On the wake up. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be the famous person.
It felt like he thought, even with Kim Kardashian. Yeah.
Right, so that
wild out on Cardi. You heard? Like,
Cardi, he said, pull a gun on him.
I'm not in the news today. I'm a suck a dick today. Like, I'm not.
Okay.
Sometimes you're going too far, though.
Like, yo, bro,
he could have kept that one, though.
Come on, Trilly. Like, what
I'm cool with the gangster shit.
We just said music was therapeutic.
Yeah, but yeah, he took it. Yeah.
So maybe that. So, because that's the thing, right?
I don't knock nobody.
Yeah, but
that was
sucking the
way pause. Hey, yo, wow,
my God.
But man, you heard, like,
he knows that though. That's where he keep going.
He come out with KKK hoodie on, everything. I'm about to go buy one and see how that shit work for me.
No, it's not. Don't do it.
It's not.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not.
So how the fuck you think I'm gonna be up here talking crazy about this man? It don't work. Let him do him. I appreciate the good times we had. You heard? Like,
we had a time.
We had a time. It was a time, nigga. You heard? This shit I respect you for. You're creative, you're genius, you know how to make some money. I can't fuck with this shit. You heard? And this is the conversation we was having on our text, and I have on our text. That's why I'm laughing like, yo, bro, you talking about this $2 million. If I was one of these niggas that love the media, I would put the whole text on with quietly and show you everything that you lied about. Like, bro, like, don't, let's not do this. We only talk through text, bro. And you didn't even know what a VIG was. It's this certain shit I'm like, yo, bro, how you make $1 billion, nigga? You don't know what a VIG is. Like, you dig, nigga? How you talking to me and you don't even know what a VIG is? Like, so it just. But we had our own back and forth. Nigga said he went to shoot the film with me. I said, cool.
What?
I said I'm flying out to LA tomorrow. We can shoot the 31. That's terms where I'm from. We fight for 31 seconds. I kick your ass for 31 seconds. I hug you,
you
and then I fly.
Why would
he said I got it on text. He said, no, I was just vetting. We don't have to do that.
So he texted you and
said, I will fight you. He said, I will fight you. I know it's not the best. I will fight you. I was like, yo,
I have gotten no props for beating up Kanye.
We would have
beat him up for 31 seconds.
I would have flew to LA. We would have gotten the room.
You imagine?
Boxed him up. 31 seconds. Put the clock on.
And that's exactly how you would
do. 31 seconds.
31 seconds.
You heard? You want to shoot the fair one? said, cool. I showed him how it needed to be done. I showed him what you need to do. I was pulling the shit up. This how I need to look. This everything. Bop, laid it out for him. Blew his mind. He like, nah, you an alien. I need more. I need you. Nah, I need you to stay here. And it's the day before my album. Like, so this is the cold part. The day before my album comes out, I'm there. I'm like, yo, I gotta bust a move. He like, no. We making billions off of clothes. I'm like, bro, I have my album coming out tomorrow. I respect what you're saying, but I'm going back home because I got people that love me. I got fans that respect what I'm doing. Like, my life don't stop for you, Jack. Like, what's wrong with you, all right? He like, oh, man. I'm like, yo, bro. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I see what type of person this is. I'm out of here. But I'm like, yeah, we're not doing this. You heard? You just lost one. You heard? Because I'm the type of person that I will do everything I need to do for anybody. Mm-hmm. That's just how I am. But when you show me you're not willing to do anything for me, I can't fuck with you, Jack. You heard? And you knew my album was coming out. Nor did you say, oh, congratulations. Nor did you say, oh, let me post your shit up. Nor did you say anything that had to be
do with
my album.
Right.
It was all about you.
Yeah.
Good. Because I'm all about me. You heard? Mm-hmm. I sent him a picture. It was me and him in a picture. I sent him a picture right before I left. I said, I'm trying to figure out who's the superhero and who's the villain. I'm going to catch you later. You heard? Just like that. I need the PDF.
Well, now I see why. Yeah. So
bro, I've created my own technology with Amazon. You think I don't know how to do a PDF?
Oh,
you heard?
Okay.
Like, do you see? I know how to engineer my own sessions. You see me build computers by myself, right?
That was Quarantine Studios?
Yeah, of course I know how to do a PDF, right. But you're not going to steal the sauce. That's another thing. A lot of these kids, they have it, but they don't have the sauce. You might got the packaging, but you don't got the sauce to sell. You heard?
Yep. So there you have it. That's, we got a little into it. Well, these two are going into it, with Kanye West and Jim Jones. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take?
No, but it's just like everybody's going in on Kanye West because Kanye West continues to run his mouth. I think, like I told Hakeem and you, Jordan, I think he does things for a viral moment to keep himself going in the algorithm. See, Kanye West is a very smart man. He understands how the media works because remember, he hang with the Kardashian family. They was known for staying in the algorithm, staying in the paparazzi, staying in people's faces. So he doing the exact same thing. So him going in as people that used to be his closest friend, why not? Nobody's going to stop him. And Kanye West said at one time in an interview, he said he felt like he meant to be alone. And this is the reason why, because the way he treat people. Now, when it comes to the aspect of Jim Jones is very smart. He's very intelligent, man. I think you spoke about him one time, or even on the show, how smart he is. So I know when he was over there giving Kanye West some good ideas, I believe him because of stuff that you said about Jim Jones. So that's why I say it's just that Kanye West, he just don't do well with people, even though he's a billionaire. Hakeem, what's your thoughts on this one?
First, I want people to hear me out clearly when I'm about to tell you. I did not like the comment he said about him S-ing the D. That's not something to play with. As I'm getting older, we start to have to know that people got mental health. I don't care how masculine you are. That's not, you play with people like that. You don't want to play with the community like that. First, let me get that out. 2, he just confirmed everything that Kanye just said. He just confirmed it. So the conversation was real. He said, oh, he asked for a PDF. This was the day before my album. No, man, confirm the 2 million. A lot of these guys are telling half truths and stuff like that. If somebody is helping you and easy for you to do business with them, but a lot of these guys can turn their back on Kanye because Kanye is a villain right now. But they still need Kanye help behind closed door. That's disingenuous. I love Jim Jones. I've seen him done some good work on a personal level. But that conversation right there on Ye platform, I did not appreciate. I did not appreciate him cracking jokes about S&D and all that. Like, that's not something you play with. Like, if somebody, you don't know somebody crashing out on their own. And, but it's not something you play with.
Yeah, we talked about this since the beginning of the year. We knew, Kanye, he was gonna rot and rant and really go at anybody that he wants to and everything. He's been in the industry since the early 2000s. And so, you know, everybody that Kanye West, you know, helped out, which, you know, there might be more stuff might come out this year, because I think, you know, Kanye West becoming to these rants and these viral moments he's gonna have, it's gonna be nonstop. It's gonna happen all the way to 2025. So, with you know, I'm with you, Hakeem, with the Jim Jones situation. I didn't like what he said about that. You know, it's just, you know, it's weird. I mean, it's just weird to do something like that. But like I said, Jim knows how Kanye West is.
Yeah.
Even though he might be older and people might think like, you know, he might be a little bit more wackier. You know, it's just, you know, it's just Kanye West to just say what he needs to say right now. You know, we might like it, might not like it, and everything. But then again, you know, when it comes to Kanye, I feel like there's a lot more rappers he's gonna go on to talk about, and Kanye, to me, he's just scratching the surface of all the rappers he's gonna talk about. So I feel like, you know, like once a week we're gonna find out a new rapper that, you know, he's gonna rent out too. So, but hey, man, I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see what Kanye West is gonna do next.
But shout out to Shiesty Bum that's in the building. Shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryan that's also in the building. Shout out to RCFL right now watching us on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to Joe No Heard Him. Blessed be upon you. That's also in the building. Shiesty Bum says she think Kanye West is a bisexual man. He never said it, so I can't confirm it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say it here. That's just your personal opinion, but there's no confirmation on that. Until he come out and said it, then I will say it. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Moving along to more trending news. Jordan, what's going on with Grand Theft Auto?
Yes. Let's talk about Grand Theft Auto. So Grand Theft Auto 6 was supposed to come out in October, but Rockstar has pushed it to a new release date to May 26th. I don't have the video, Hakeem, so I'll post it up. So, you know, everybody has been anticipating for Grand Theft Auto to come out this year. To me, I was planning on buying me an Xbox again so I could get it. But since, you know, they kind of pushed it, I could wait a little bit longer. But, you know, people are very upset.
Jordan, you ain't the only one. You ain't the only one, man. I'm excited about Grand Theft Auto too. When I saw he puts it back, I was like, what ain't they do? They've been in under anticipation. That's what it is. Because they know soon Grand Theft Auto drop, everybody's going to get this game. This is going to be the most highest selling game of this year. Mark my word, Hakeem, it's going to be the most high selling game this year. Besides Halo, this game right here is it. It is one, and not only that, for you gamers out there, because you know a lot of people like Kai Sinet, High Show Speed, a lot of these gamers they're going to get the first release of the game, and they're going to stream it on their channel. If I was a gaming channel, I would do the same exact thing. Grand Theft Auto is going to be the game of the year. And mind you, this game take place, I came in Miami. They got places like Liberty City, Kansas City, you name it. Everywhere in the hood is in Grand Theft Auto. So, what's your thoughts on Grand Theft Auto?
Oh, man. I forgot how many years GTA has been running, fellas.
Well, before GTA 3 came out was 2001. The GTA 1, GTA 2, it was more of a driver's game, like an arcade game. And then when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, Hakeem, that really changed everything about Rockstar Games and everything. So I would say all the way to 2001 when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out.
Yeah, so longest running series. I think most of us who are adults have played it. I've even played Grand Theft Auto, ironically. So, like, for real,
Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah. Hey, you know that thing was infectious. It was all over the place. I played it. You know this
one, San Andreas, the one we see
San Andreas.
Right there, I was there.
Like you know, the twins had an Xbox, so like you came across the game if you're a man, and you played it or you played some form of it. So I'm even anticipating. Oh, where's GTA 6 coming out?
I was trying to tell you, it's gonna be the game of the year. And remember, they're anticipating the cost to be like over $100.
I believe it.
Make the money.
Hopefully, this can maybe bring back Xbox popularity because the popularity of Xbox has tanked over the last couple of years. After Xbox One, we stopped checking for it. Let's just be real about it.
Good point.
Only the fanboys still have Xbox, and you got that little cue. I don't know what. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you guys. I haven't played games. I've been retired playing games for like 6-7 years now. And just to see that Grand Theft Auto's coming out, I would get an Xbox back and get the game. I think my favorite Grand Theft Auto was Grand Theft Auto Vice City when, because I like the storyline, back in Vice City was, kind of the Miami feel.
In the 80s.
That's my favorite one. And then the one I waited for, that I wait overnight for, that midnight, was Grand Theft Auto 4 when that came out. I waited on that one, and when the Grand Theft used to wait for midnight, pick it up, and I got that. And after that, that's when I kind of retired from gaming. But when I saw the trailer of this, oh my, it reminded me so much of Miami in every single way and everything. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get it. And for me, I'm not mad at all. Like I said, I'm patient. I'm more of a patient of waiting to come out and everything. But I think, the Grand Theft Auto 6, I can guarantee I'm getting it. Like, soon as I can, put some money down, I'm getting it. And hey, maybe we could do a reaction.
Yeah, of course.
Hey,
we definitely would. Yes, I would love that. I'm gonna get it too as well. That way, you good to have a girlfriend. Talk to your girlfriend. Say, hey, baby, or your wife. Hey, baby, I need this Grand Theft Auto game. Go ahead, buy me this Grand Theft.
And I'll find. And I have a daughter. I'm gonna find some time. I'll find some time.
Like, hey, baby, buy me this Grand Theft Auto game. You wanna make me smile? Buy me. Hey, Sugar Mom, you wanna make your boyfriend smile? Buy him that Grand Theft Auto game. Joe don't hurt her tell you. They were like, yeah, buy us that Grand Theft. Yeah, bye. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody who's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Freestyle Friday. Moving along to money. Money make the world go round. Money make our pockets look fat. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to the aspect of financial news?
Let's get into it. So, here in, when it comes to here in America, our economy is not going well right now. And, and Trump is talking about, creating a new tax bill, to cut taxes to help us in the economy and everything. So, the question is, will Trump new tax bill that he must come out will help save the United States economy? So go ahead, I can play the clip from Fox Business, and they're going to go into little deep details of it. And after that, we're going to chop it up.
Now, Wisconsin Congressman Brian Stile joining us. Congressman, Donald Trump this week has been specific. He says getting the big, beautiful bill passed and his tax cuts extended is now the #1 priority. He said maybe even more important than tariffs. What are you doing to ensure that this happens at least by July 4th, if not Memorial Day?
House committees are at work marking up the bill. The Financial Services Committee, where I sit, moved through our markup this week, saving billions of dollars for the American taxpayers. There's still some difficult negotiations to still get done. But at the end of the day, the House Republicans in a narrow majority are often underestimated, yet we continue to deliver time and again. And so we have to get there in large part because the American people will be hit with a $4.5 trillion tax increase if we fail to accomplish the goal. Making sure that we don't see one of the largest tax increases ever hit the American people is essential. And I think at the end of the day, House Republicans will get this bill done.
What about those Republicans from blue states who want an increase in the deduction on salt taxes?
Well, this is all part of the broader conversation. I think the real goal is we need to focus in on tax policies that are going to grow the economy. Right. I'm focused in particular on the R&D tax credit and others that are truly going to grow jobs and allow people to get good and better paying jobs. I'd rather see that than wealth transfers inside the tax code. But this is the conversation that we're having right now in an environment with an incredibly narrow majority.
One of those things that could has a big "cut me" sign on it, for at least in terms of this administration, are all the parts of the inflation, so-called Inflation Reduction Act, which didn't reduce inflation. That was just more spending on green energy. Can you pretty much cut that out of the budget?
There's plenty of meat on the bone in the Green Deal scam that was passed by the Biden administration with Democratic votes to make sure that we're cutting spending. Some of that is wasteful spending inside the tax code. We could look at the $7,500 tax credit the federal government was giving individuals who bought brand new electric vehicles. I don't have a problem if somebody wants to go buy an electric vehicle. I just don't think hardworking Americans should be subsidizing that. We could look at electric vehicle charging stations, the amount of money that's going out from the federal government to that. When we built out gas stations across the country, it wasn't the federal government that did that. It was the private sector. And so I think as conservatives, we have a real opportunity to lean in on American conservatism and making sure that the private sector is delivering the growth, not looking for the federal government to simply hand out money. That's the problem that got us here in the first place. We have a huge opportunity to turn the tide and truly unleash the American economy.
You know, this is a little outside of the budget, Congressman, but about a week ago, the president signed this executive memorandum about Act Blue and other kind of firms and NGOs that collect money, some of which may actually money for politicians, some of which may actually be coming from overseas, which would be illegal. How are you investigating this right now?
I was excited when President Trump made that executive action. I began an investigation into Act Blue as chairman of the administration committee over 18 months ago. We saw incredibly lax security protocols at Act Blue. One simple example of that is you want to buy anything online, you need to use that 3 or 4 digit code on the back of your credit card. When I began my investigation, Act Blue wasn't even requiring that. This is all about making sure that people are not laundering money in someone else's name into political contributions. Americans deserve to have confidence that the money inside the campaign finance system is at a minimum from the individual who it says is making the donation.
And certainly not from people overseas. Congressman, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. Good luck to you.
Yeah, so there you have it, you fellas. There you have it, people. So go ahead, Ronnie.
Yeah, well, under this new bill, when it comes to aspect of the tax code, it's going to make it easier for American people so they can have more money to they be able to invest, more money for their family, and already that to build up they a better future for tomorrow. The problem is what we are having right now. We were dealing with a lot of deficit from under the old administration team. So this new thing that Trump is doing with his new bill is going to allow us to be able to spend in a way that we're not wasting money. Like right now, we've been wasting a lot of money from the past 4 years. So now they're trying to find a bigger room so we can stop wasting money and start saving. That's all it's about. So people is going to start seeing a new, better increase when it comes to the aspect of this new tax code. So just be on the lookout. I think this bill is going to really put the economy back into shape again. Go right ahead, Hakeem. This is what people have been asking for. Go ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts?
I just want people to know Trump has Scott Bessent, who is a hedge fund manager at Soros. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of smart people around. I don't want people to think that he's making these numbers up by himself. They're really crunching the numbers in the back. I'm hoping to see something to change because the bottom 90% is really feeling the economy right now. And him changing, making it seem that we can progress a little bit better. So I'm with y'all guys. I'm waiting to see what they do with the tax code to see if this is going to promote job growth, it's going to cut some things down and see where we're wastefully spending our money and putting the money back to the economy because the deals are coming in and the money is flowing. They've already made $16 billion from tariffs. Now we just need to work on the taxes.
Absolutely, and that's what America's what we're waiting for. We're waiting. Well, I say we can be waiting patiently, but what's going on? The summertime's almost here. And the American people wants to know, hey, how are we going? What's going on for the summer? With this new tax bill is going to come and help us out in every way. So, I'm waiting to be patiently and see what he's going to do and everything. How this go really with the jobs and everything. Because y'all guys talk about this on I think it was on Tuesday about how UPS they cut in 20,000 jobs and closed a lot of our facilities as well. So. That's gonna hurt a lot of people and everything. So I think people want to know. It's like, how are we gonna, what's Trump's plan, to how, we can, get our money and also, build jobs and everything, because we're seeing that, a lot of these corporations, especially 2025, we've seen a lot of corporations already closing down, and people needs to work. as soon as they can, because you're right, Hakeem. The bottom 90% are definitely feeling it, and they're probably going to be depressed, and we don't want to see that in American people. So hopefully this tax bill that comes out, it does well for our country.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Freestyle Friday. Moving along. Jordan, what's going on with the turkey leg owner?
Let's get into the turkey leg owner. So we found out some more news about the turkey leg owner. So we found out that not only he tried to, allegedly burn his place down, we found out that he was accused of using this restaurant to sell hydro marijuana in custom branded packaging. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip. It's only that one slide. Just play the one slide.
No problem.
That's it.
Release, prosecutors allege that he's been involved in other criminal activity, including paying a co-defendant in this arson case to steal vehicles and heavy machinery. The FBI agent testified under oath that same co-defendant admitted to bringing truckloads of hydro marijuana from California that would be stored at the turkey leg hut and then got sold at the restaurant in custom branded packaging. Prosecutors allege Lynn Price got the proceeds and gave some of the money to that co-defendant. And while he's not charged connected to those allegations specifically, Price's attorney argues he is not a danger to the community. He's actually helped the community after natural disasters.
Mr. Lyndall Price deserves a bond for various reasons. One, being that he's not a danger to the community. You heard multiple testimony as it relates to his community involvement, the things that he does for the community. But more importantly, the co-defendants that are on his indictment have all been given a bond. So we're asking for equity.
Supervised release, prosecutors allege that he's been involved in other criminal activity.
Yeah, so we found more information that, not only tried to burn his place down, but he was selling marijuana as well. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take?
He's a criminal. Let's be honest. If it was in the 60s and 70s, they would call him a modern day drug dealer, pretty much. And all he doing is have a restaurant establishment, which a lot of drug dealers do. They have multiple businesses, and they still do good within the community, even though they poison in the community. But he's a criminal at the end of the day. Now, we live in a generation age that marijuana is illegal. So some people are able to use it. But I know in Texas they're not. If I'm not mistaken. Am I right, Hakeem and Jordan? I could be wrong. I know in Texas, selling marijuana is
it's still
exactly that. You can do some serious time. But the thing with him is he would sell marijuana and he would use it back and give it back to the community, which is like I would say modern drug dealers normally do. But things are not looking good for this man, and they're not. I know they want him to be out on bond. I don't think the judge is gonna allow that to happen. Go right ahead, especially in Texas. Nah, go right ahead. I can't.
What makes me look at this with so much disgust is you had a perfectly good business and you selling packs of weed on the side. He couldn't even pay his creditors to get meat to cook the food. He was going under, but you're doing all this extra criminal activity on the side. So, and when they say he's a pillar to community, how, when you're paying people to do these acts of stuff, I totally believe he did this. This is a textbook crashing out nigga type situation. So,
but a quick question: is this a RICO? Because he was doing trafficking.
No, this is not a RICO.
No.
This just luckily is not a RICO. This is just a simple Fed case. But he's gonna do some time with this. Because look, everybody that's given a bond, they've already ratted.
Oh.
That's the only reason why he went to jail. People are talking. There's witnesses and stuff like that. So he's gonna try to fight this case. He just need to take a plea and call it a day. We'll come back and see he take a plea.
Yeah. Well, I think with the feds, they arrest him and everything. I don't think they have so much of sufficient evidence when it comes to getting the weed from California and breaking it, man. So I think the Fed was like, what, we're not going to even do that. But yeah, man, this is a hood type of stuff, yo. You want to while you have your own business place, your place of business establishment, you want to sell marijuana too, man. Yeah, man. The more I learn about this guy, the more he's more of a like, yo, man, you crazy what you doing and everything, because you had a great at the time, Turkey Leg Cup was heard around the United States of America. A lot of people from other cities wanted to come and check you out and everything, but you start getting expensive and all that type of things, and you and your wife, got into it, and then you got divorced, and y'all had to, separate assets and all that type of things. And now we know a lot more things you were doing inside of Turkey Leg Hut that we all disapprove of. But yeah, man, it just shows that he's a very, very bad businessman and doing some good stuff while you having your own restaurant, man. It's just straight up crazy to me. That's not
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad. Blessed be upon you, big dog. Great to see you. Moving along. Shannon? More information about Shannon, Jordan? What's happening?
Yeah, so finally, Shannon Sharpe alleged ex-girlfriend came out and did an interview with the U.S. Sun, the Sun exclusive. I don't know where they at, and she really talks about the depths of their relationship and how he did some advancements that she declined, and it got out of hand, and they've been into these all this type of things, and now with Shannon's open the case with with his girl, the OnlyFans chick, it's just a lot more stuff that we go dig into his past, which I hate for Shannon to be in this situation. But other than that, Hakeem, play the clip. This clip is a little bit long. This is like 8 minutes, so I'll let you know when to stop it. All right.
And he was threatening me and stuff like that after, but I didn't see him again after he raped me. He wouldn't take no for an answer, so he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his penis in my mouth. We met in actually the press room at the Broncos, April of 2002. And, but we didn't start talking until we met up at a club at Blue 67 in Denver. I don't know if anyone is listening from Denver, but yeah, we were at a club at the same time. We didn't go together. We just happened to both be there. And so he started talking to me, and he started pursuing me pretty heavily from then on. I resisted for a while because, I was a reporter, and I didn't want to mix the two. But he's very charming. And we dated until the 2010 incident. And then it came to abrupt end because I wanted, we were arguing and he was threatening me and stuff like that after, but I didn't see him again after he raped me.
What led up to that fight, that 2010 fight that you guys, I know that the argument ensued first before he allegedly raped you?
The argument was about the fact that he had removed one girl from his house and put another girl in his house, and didn't tell me. And he had asked me to break up with my husband at the time. We were just dating. So I was dating Shannon and my husband at the same time. Shannon asked me to break up with my husband. And I don't recall for sure, but I think I did. And so, it's like, wait a minute, you want me to be with just you, but you want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me? So that's what it stemmed from. He's not a faithful person, so I wasn't going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. It just doesn't work that way. Not for me anyway.
Can you tell us just broadly, I know it's probably painful to relive this situation, but can you tell us generally what happened that day?
It was fighting, and usually we fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And he was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand, and he wanted to have sex, and I told him no. I told him no, because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for an answer. So he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his penis in my mouth. Got enough of that, he put me on the bed. And, you know, this was all a struggle. So I had said no, and said no, even though I was thinking that. And so it was the hardest. Yeah, this is too hard. I remember he got dressed and he knew what he did. And so, you know, I just kind of escorted him out the door. And then I wasn't going to do anything about it.
Oh my God, bro.
You know, sometimes when you're with the person for a long time, it's hard for you to realize that they're being the perpetrator, even though you know it, you don't want to admit it. And there's so much going through your mind. But then he started coming at me. If I tell anybody, you know, he'll use everybody he knows to destroy me, which he basically has. And then he started making other threats against my life, threats, you know. He just was so worried that it would get out, and I wasn't going to do anything. But when he kept calling me at work, and when he kept, you know, just very aggressively behaving, and I could see it wasn't going to go away, and he said he was going to destroy me and he was going to kill me, and he told me he was watching me and all that. I just went and got a protective order. I'd had enough. And unfortunately, shortly after, he doxed me and my address got out, and I had somebody stop by my apartment, which had a door that led right to the side. It was basically on the sidewalk. And somebody came up to my door and said, "Shut up," screamed it at the top of their lungs. And I had my daughter in there right there. And I was like, oh, no. And so I went and I dropped it, because also at my house, not my apartment, my house, at my house, somebody came to my house and sat out front of, in the driveway while my daughter was there alone. Someone came to my house, someone came to my apartment, and after my daughter called me, that's when I went straight there.
So after you rescinded the restraining order, was there any other weird stuff, or did it kind of just die down?
It died down. I tried to move on with my life. We may have talked, I think, once or twice. But then he started going on television. He came to my job, Turner Broadcasting, went on TV.
Story don't make
CNN.
It doesn't, man.
It was my job to put the videos from.
You can stop it, Hakeem.
Up to.
I just want people to, you know, get like the 5 to 6 minutes of what she's talking about. But go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take
Now
on
I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to be insensitive, because you know some women has experienced things like that. It does happen, and not being of course, it's not being reported. There's some women are afraid to speak about it, but in her case, because of Shannon's lifestyle, and because what he's dealing with right now with the other women allegation claiming him of rape, it's hard for me to be like, you know, he live a sexual lifestyle with his BDSM, where they're doing like certain things, and the woman getting pleasure out of it. Now, in her case, she said the man pretty much got overpowered her, but yeah, she reached out to him again. So that's why I'm like, okay, is he really? If someone's overpowering you, normally you're afraid of that man, you won't have nothing to do with him. But then you literally reach out to him again. It doesn't make sense to me. I can't enjoy it. I'm trying to find the sense of it, but I don't know if she's capping, or she trying to, or this is a money grab and trying to take him down.
Right.
Go right ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts,
brother. The first 15 minutes was overwhelming. Then when she said she was married, he told me to leave my husband. I said, after that, I said, I'm done. I'm done. Like, this is completely a shakedown. Like completely. Like, and please, America, please use your common sense that they're shaking this man down. Because the stuff that lady said did not make sense. 15 years later, we're not saying that if this was so horrific, please call the police. I wanted him to be locked up 15 years ago. You was like this.
I think sometimes it's hard for great victims to come out. They're afraid for their life.
But out of all of the sudden, 1 case, 2 case, 3 case, 4.
You do have a point there.
And the thing is, Hakeem, you took the words out of my mouth. We to hear the first six minutes of it, we didn't hear her saying, "Hey, I tried to attempt to call the police. I tried to call the police." I didn't hear none of that too. And also, you still married to your husband every day. If he was doing this stuff, why didn't you go to your husband about it? Even though you might have been, sleeping around, with Shannon, you're doing infidelity. The still thing is, it's like, why are you still in a situation that if you did all those things and everything, why you couldn't leave? You was still married. Man, this is just, man, I just hate this for Shannon right now. Once that one chick put out the lawsuit, it's going to be a lot of people in Shannon's past relationship that that's going to be digging. But I'll tell you this, people. I'm gonna tell you this. Shannon got 3 kids, all black. You don't hear the baby mamas, and baby mamas saying something like this. Where the baby mamas at? They're not saying anything. And that's what I'm going to say. And all his kids are black. They came from a black woman. So, it's hard for me to believe this. It's like it's crazy to me. Shout out to Queen Stevie. She's saying the words of Dr. Umar, black queens forever.
I'm telling you.
Come on, Shannon. If your kids' mothers are not saying anything about you, that just tells you what I need to know right there. And then all the women that asked women that they were white women that was just gonna say something. Of course they're gonna say something. They feel like they can get some kind of cash that's out there. You got Shannon, because even though he lost a lot of sponsorship, he do have some money. He still got one of the biggest podcasts, in the YouTube spaces and everything. So all these actors that's coming out, they majority of white, they're gonna try to say something. And then they could get, they could get some money out of it. And frankly, I don't like it. So, like I said, I feel bad for Shannon right now. And I feel like if you got more actors that come out that they are white, they're definitely going to come out and they're going to tell their piece that Shannon did this to me.
Crazy, man. I feel bad for Shannon, but Shannon he's going to get, man. You gotta leave them white women alone, man. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification.
And get married. Fellas, if you want to save yourself from anything major, get married. Black Queen forever. Snow Bunnies never.
Jordan, what's going on with this lady get caught on video decapitating on a vehicle doing a road rage incident? What's going on there?
This is hey man, this is nasty. But I had to say, we had to talk about it. So, she was involved into this road race in Pennsylvania, and she had gone viral of her getting caught decapitating on another driver's vehicle during a road race incident. And she's a 44-year-old woman. Yeah, man, this is disgusting. Go ahead, I can't play the clip. After that, we'll chop it up.
About a crappy situation in Delco. By now, you've seen the video. It's splattered everywhere. The video, that is. Police charging the woman, they say, defecated on another driver's car. It's always awkward when news anchors have to say the word defecating, but here we are tonight. This is the 10 o'clock news. I'm Jason Martinez.
I'm Dawn Timoney. Police say it all started with a case of road rage that quickly escalated into a shocking scene. Our Chris O'Connell is live for us tonight in Prospect Park.
And Chris, the strange case has a lot of people asking a simple question. Why?
A strange case, to say the least, guys. In fact, so strange, many people thought this story was fake. But according to Prospect Park police, the Delco pooper is all too real, and she's under arrest tonight.
Can you tell us what happened?
The lady chased me. She chased me, and I asked her that's what's happening.
That is 44-year-old Christina Solometto being put into a Prospect Park police car. But you may know her by this now viral video. Police Police say the Ridley Park mother is the woman seen getting out of her car and, yes, defecating on the hood of the car of another woman. She's seen getting right back into her black Nissan we saw parked outside of her home tonight.
They were both headed in the same direction. They both lived not far from one another. And the woman in the dark colored car thought the woman was following her, which was actually just going home.
The incident happened Tuesday evening near the corner of 4th and Madison, a half a block away from a Little League field where the Delco defecator video has left some neighbors speechless.
I don't know. It's been running through my mind all day since I've heard about it.
Just another day in Delco. Solometto was booked on charges including indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, and a misdemeanor depositing waste on the highway. As she was getting arrested, Solometto says,
I have a sickness.
She didn't elaborate on the sickness, but the bizarre case has now gotten international attention. Not the kind this police chief wants.
It can't happen in this community. No town wants this to happen in their town. I mean, the recognition a town gets over this kind of thing, it's really unwelcome. We don't want this.
Now, Solometto appeared in front of a judge tonight. According to court records we just checked, she has posted $1,000 bail tonight. Guys?
It's hard to believe.
Hey, I see some lot of roads raised in my lifetime, but I never see some like this. Go ahead, everybody.
Now y'all don't believe me yet when I told you people haven't been right ever since after the pandemic. People are really losing their mind, literally. Hey, Jordan, I thought we weren't going to cover this. I saw this video on viral. I was like, I thought it was fake. No, it is real, folks. It is real. It is real. So be careful out there while you drive it. You get on somebody's nerve, they just might take a dump on your car.
Man, when I heard that, I was like, yeah, man, I think I'm getting too old right now to be hearing some shit like that. And then I'm saying to myself, you did that and ain't wash up and just jump back into the car. So is there shit on the seat?
In broad daylight, Hakeem.
Yeah, bro. I'm wondering, was that ish on the seats? That's what I'm wondering. Like,
no, but I think it takes time to get out of the car. She was holding that in, boy.
Hey, man, it's 2025, some serious. And this is the second time I heard something like this defecating on this. There was something happened earlier this year. There was a guy. You remember people was hating Teslas, they was crashing people's cars and everything. I saw a video of a guy. This is on TikTok. He went by Tesla, right, and he doing this and behind. I'm like, what is he doing? So I rewinded, and he doing this and running away. I was like, oh wow, he's digging up in his butt, taking the feces and spread it onto the Teslas and everything. And yeah, right. And this, like I said, that was the first. And now I'm seeing this. Hakeem and Ronnie, man, people are going getting more delusional and local. And hopefully we don't see stuff road race like that we see a man or a woman getting on their cars and start feces on people's cars and everything. We don't need to see all that. This is just beyond disgusting.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Moving along, final topic on today's show. Nick Cannon?
Yes. So Nick Cannon was on Ravens Simone's podcast, and he went viral. I talk about how he insured his testicles for $10 million. So go ahead, King, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
You took out a $10 million insurance policy on your
testicle. Well, see, that's the thing. I
You must
personally
have
did. Someone else took the insurance policy out on them. Funny enough, I mean, it started off like, yo, this would be a good joke, but we really went through with it. Dr. Squatch, who is like, they're known for like, manscaping and all that stuff. They were like, yo, a lot of celebrity women are insuring their legs in case something goes wrong.
Heidi Klum.
Yeah. And they were like, well, what's your most valuable asset, Nick? I was like, my
insure them.
And you know, I got the insurance policy in my office. It's like it's
So
legit.
how do you call in that insurance claim? Like, what happens?
We actually went back and forth with this because it's like, all right, it's $5 million per testicle. And like if I happen to lose one, you know, all the money goes to my kids. So
Well, what if one was just sliced a little bit?
Yeah,
It's just
right.
like,
You took out a $10 million insurance policy.
I mean,
Hey, Ronnie, if I had on the baby mamas and somebody would go loco, I would do it. Go ahead.
about $5 million for each testicles, man. That is, I ain't gonna lie, King. That seems like a good bargain. Especially for someone like Nick Kenny. Well, I King, that's our pride and jewel. We supposed to be taking care of our little mans down there. So why not put an insurance policy out on it? Why not? Y'all disagree?
You want to know something? I don't have an issue, but it just goes with the same old narrative that black men are very hypersexual.
We are,
You know,
and that's okay.
I want that to be behind closed doors.
Hey man, I remember there was somebody else we talked about that did this thing. I can't remember what we did. We did a topic about it. This is like years, 3 or 4 years ago that somebody did the same thing. It'll come to me, but hey, like I said, you got all them baby mamas. Man. You know, if one say, hey, I'm a cut something off and everything. Hey, be my guest. You know, me. You know, hey man, I will never think so many things like this. But when it comes to Nick Cannon's case, I kind of see the point of why he would do it, but hey, man, but he did it. Hey, man, OSB, you know, if something happened, the money would go straight to his
but
kids.
remember that story a long time ago? It was like in the 90s. Remember when that lady went crazy and cut her husband thing off because he was cheating? And remember that was a big stories in the 90s. I remember hearing about. I forgot the person's name, but yeah, this is why you gotta put out an insurance policy on yourself. So I'm not wrong for him to do that. He got the money and he got the resources. Why not? Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And remember to click all. I keep stating click all because right after the show, some people put on the comment, "Oh, I forgot you guys went live." Remember to click all. Because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to everybody that watches us all across the board. Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Freestyle Friday. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Y'all always holding us down. Shout out to also the new subscribers that's also be listening up to us on Rumble. Thank you guys so much. We can see that our subscribership is growing up on Rumble, so we really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in, watching our content, and I that watching our videos as well. Thank you guys so much, and shout out to those also on X as well, and Instagram, Facebook. We love you guys also, and also YouTube. We love you guys so very much. Shout out to Kareem Stevie that was in the building. Shout out to Shiesty Bun who also was in the building. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad. Blessed be upon you was also in the building. Shout out to Joe. Don't hurt him. Who's also was in the building. Shout out to those watching us in the cloud. We know we got to give you guys great appreciation, even though you guys did not drop a comment, but we know you guys are watching us. Shout out to, hey, Nina. Shout out to those watching. Shout out to Bobby Bryan that's also in the building. And Bobby, make sure to tell Sherry we say hello. And also her son, Sky, as well. Right now, a lot of people are having prom going on right now this weekend. So shout out to all the new graduates that's about to get ready to graduate and go ahead and go to college. Have fun this weekend. Be safe. But this is prom night weekend, Hakeem and Jordan. They are out for prom.
Wow.
Yeah. You see how quick the year go by fast?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like Jordan said, it's almost summertime.
Yeah.
Literally.
It is.
Now that, but guys, make sure it's so very important that you go to KL Culture Radio community tab. Not community tab, sorry. The KL Culture Radio description. Because in the description where you can find the KL Culture Radio store, where we have the KL Culture Radio t-shirt that had the coffee mug, you name it. It's all in the KL Culture Radio store. Also, guys, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio community tab where you can find Prince Hakeem's book, Rising Kings.
Raising Kings, yeah.
Raising Kings. I always say Rising Kings. It's Raising Kings. Good title though, Ike. That should be your next book, Rising Kings. But
Thank
Raising
you.
Kings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can quickly talk about your book because it's out now.
Hey man, Raising King is, 4 black sons by a black son. And it's not only that, it also could be potential to black and brown.
Yeah.
Or, our Hispanic brothers, there's similarities in that. So these are all for them to navigate this rough world. So it's just a bunch of information I've learned throughout the years, and I just put into a nice little small book to read. And then there might be some nuances you'll learn from it. The link is in on the community tab. Pick you a copy.
Yep. So I said, go ahead, guys. Raising Kings, go ahead, check it out. It is in the community tab as well, and also Prince Hakeem book as well. Black Love is in the community tab as well, and also Prince Hakeem's album Broadway Fat is also in the community. Is also in the community tab as well. Make sure you click on it. It's a QR code, and it lead you guys right over to the album. You too, Jordan. Heard them. Have a blessed and safe weekend.
You too, brother.
As you can see, people are decapitated in all people's cars, which is crazy.
Ooh, child.
Like always, thank you for tuning in to Cal Culture Radio Freestyle Friday. We over and out. Peace.
Oh, hold on.
Peace.
Oh, damn it. It won't let me stop it. Hold on.